Create dynamic filtering systems in Webflow without coding. In this tutorial, you will learn how to set up this dynamic filters UI using conditionals, groups, and matching logic. Go to finsweet.com/attributes/listfilter and follow our documentation. You can also find the link in the video description below. In this documentation, you can see a live example and get the clonable for this solution. First, a quick review of what we are building. The dynamic filtered list method works from a template rather than a fixed UI. Users can then use this template to build their own custom filter interface directly on the site, creating as many conditions and groups as they want. In this tutorial, we will build a filter system that filters through name, make, color, year, and price. Each of these elements will have an attribute. That's how our solution identifies them. The setup basically contains a CMS collection list with the content and a form. The form includes a drop-down select field for each parameter, along with operators and values. We also have elements to add new conditions and condition groups, and elements to remove groups and conditions. The style and layout can be customized for your project. You can add each one of these elements to the canvas and style them in Webflow. Nice, let's build this together. Step 1, copy the script. Add it to the head section of your page. Done. If you need this solution on multiple pages, you can add it to the custom code in the project settings. Step 2, pick a setup method for the filtered list. For this tutorial, we are going to implement the dynamic filtered list. Step 3, add the required attributes. Before you start, you can understand how to build the dynamic filter UI template here. We will skip this for now because we will explain the concepts during the tutorial. List defines the CMS collection list that will be filtered. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. In this section, you can see the elements allowed in Webflow to receive this attribute. Select a collection list in Webflow. Go to Element Settings. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value list. Paste the value. Field Identifier defines the elements used to filter the list. Here we have to define the elements that will be used to filter the content. In this case, we are going to use the name, the make, the color, the year, and the price of cars to filter the list. So we are going to add the field identifier to these elements. First, the name. Select the text block with the name. Add FSList field. Value name. Select the text block with the make. Add FSList field. Value make. We are creating identifiers for these fields, which we will use later for the dynamic filter. You can add any identifier you wish, but we recommend using descriptive terms. Select the text block with the color. Add FSList field. Value color. Select the text block with the year. Add FSList field. Value year. Select the text block with the price. Add FSList field. Value price. Done. Now custom field type. This is only required when using number or date fields. Copy the attribute's name. FSList field type. Select the element with the price. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value number. Paste the value. This will ensure that the field is treated as a numeric value. Filters defines the Webflow form that contain all filter UI elements. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a form in Webflow. This is the form which will hold all the filters. Warning: make sure to add this attribute to the form. It's the child element of the form block. Go to Element Settings. Add Custom Attributes. Paste the attribute's name FSListElement. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attributes value filters. Paste the value. Condition group. Defines a wrapper for a group of conditions. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a div block to be used as a wrapper for the conditions in Webflow. Go to Element Settings. Add Custom Attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value condition group. Paste the value. Condition defines a single filter condition within a group. This element should be nested inside the condition group. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a div block to be used as a wrapper for the condition elements in Webflow. Go to Element Settings. Add Custom Attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value condition. Paste the value. Field Selector. The element where the field, for example, name and year, is selected for the condition. This element should be nested inside the condition. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a select field. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value condition field. Paste the value. Also, for this select field, we need to add choices that match the field identifiers we added. Select a select field. Click Add Choices. Text Name. Value with identifier name. Text Make. Add value with identifier make. Text Color. Add value with identifier color. Text Year. Add value with identifier year. Text Price. Add value with identifier price. Again, we added the same identifiers we added to the field identifier attribute. Done. Operator Selector. The element where the operator, for example greater than, is selected. This element should also be nested inside the condition. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a select field. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition operator. Paste the value. Below here you will find the available operators with examples. In case you want to use the operator contain, copy the value and add the value to your select field. You will find all the options here, and you can also copy the select field with all the operators in our clonable, which is included in the same documentation. Condition value, the input where the user enters the value to be used in the filter condition. One more element nested inside the condition. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Here we have two options. We can add to a select field or a text field. First, select the text field. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attributes value condition value. Paste the value. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Then select a select field. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition value. Paste the value. How does it work? Our solution automatically selects the element using a list of priorities. For example, when the operator is equal to, we suggest adding a select field so that the user can see all the options they want. When the operator is contains, We add a text field, allowing the user to specify a term to find specific content. Remove condition, the element that removes the current condition from the group. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a link block in Webflow. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition remove. Paste the value. Add condition, the element that adds a new condition within the current group. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a link block in Webflow. Go to Element Settings. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition add. Paste the value. Done. Step 4. Publish your project. Now, when we click on the Filter button, we see our dynamic filter UI. We can select the field, the operator, and enter a value. We can also add more conditions and remove them. Great, it's working. Let me show an example. I want to see cars from 2020. So years equal to 2020. But I don't want to see cars with color red, so color is not equal to red. By default, the condition matches and. So if we filter that color is equal to red, and make is equal to stream, we will show only cars that contain both red and stream. Nice. Next, let's add more elements to the dynamic filters. Condition match, the logic applied between conditions inside a group, for example, and or or. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a Select field. Go to Element Settings. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition match. Paste the value. With condition match, now we can change from and to or. Let me show an example. I want a car with the make Quasar and the color yellow. By default, the operator is and, so we will see only cars that the make is Quasar and the color is yellow. Now, if I change the condition match to or, it will show cars with the make Quasar or cars with the color yellow, showing more results to us. Cool. Do you want more filter control for your users? Let's add condition groups. Condition group match, the matching logic applied between groups. Copy the attribute's name FSListElement. Select a select field. Go to Element Settings. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition group match. Paste the value. Add condition group, the element that adds a new condition group. Copy the attribute's name, FSListElement. Select a link block. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition group add. Paste the value. Remove condition group, element that removes a condition group from the filter's UI. Copy the attribute's name, FSListElement. Select a link block. Add custom attributes. Paste the attribute's name. Go back to the documentation. Copy the attribute's value, condition group remove. Paste the value. Great. Publish again and let's see the final result. I want a car from year 2024. But I don't want cars with the color red. Or I want a car from the make Quasar. But I don't want those from year 2017, because I know this brand released terrible cars that year. Nice! With condition groups, users can have a lot of granular control over filtering the content they want. To finish, we can add one more settings to our setup. Style inactive elements. Hide or style inactive elements. Let me show you why we recommend that. The conditional match within the group should only appear when there is more than one condition. Similarly, the conditional group match should only appear when there is more than one group. Additionally, the remove group should only be displayed when there is more than one group. Similarly, the remove condition should only appear when there is more than one condition. To make this happen, we need to set inactive triggers with the isList dynamic disabled class. Select Condition Group Match. Go to the Style panel. Add class isList dynamic disabled. When this element is disabled, I want to hide it. As the condition match contains the same class, the same behavior will be applied to it. And for the condition group remove, I'll add a different style when disabled. Add class isList dynamic disabled. Change opacity to 30%. As we are using the same class for the condition remove, the same style will be applied to it. Great, let's check the final results of our new dynamic filter. Now, when we open the dynamic filter, we don't see the condition matching select field, only when we add a new condition. And we also don't see the condition group matching select field, because the disabled state is styled to be hidden. It is only displayed when we add a new group. And remove group and remove condition look disabled with lower opacity when there is no condition or group to be removed. Great, our dynamic filter is working. Give it a try, implement it, and share your feedback in the comments below. You can also watch the list standard filter implementation with more filter elements. Drop down to sort content and pagination. That's f***ing sweet! Finsweet Attributes is a series of open source and free advanced features that anyone can add to their website without any coding knowledge. It includes full feature documentation, demos, and clonable projects to help users get successful in minutes. Go to finsweet.com/attributes to explore more solutions.